Hello, in this video I'm gonna show you an example of configuration driven injection. So I have here in my application.properties, I have created configuration for the accounting plan in Spain. So in Spain we have something that it's called Plan General Contable, which basically defines a bunch of bookkeeping accounts where you have like the name of the account and a number. And I put this in my configuration, so I want to load it via my application. So I have this in application.properties. As you see, you have like the name qualifier here, which here is a number but could be something else. It must be unique. So you can have like the name qualifier and then you can have different properties. And then you can have a class. For example, here I have a simple Java Pollo. And as you see, you annotate this class with each property. The value of each property is the first thing. So as you see, this is basically for each of these ones, for each of these entries, basically the one that share the same name qualifier. You can essentially, Micronaut will attempt to instantiate one of these classes. So for this one is basically instantiate this class and populate the ID and the name, because the ID and the name is here the same. So we have name and we have ID. So this is an easy way to essentially load a collection of classes in Micronaut from configuration. You just create a class, you annotate it with each property, and then you have something like this in configuration. You will often see, for example, if you go to docs.micronaut.io, you see the configuration reference documentation. Whenever you see an asterisk here, whenever you see something like this, because you can have multiple instances of a particular bin, right? So in this case, this will be similar to ours. It will be like the name qualifier that I just showed you in the example where I had the number there. So whenever you see an asterisk, think that you can have multiple of this particular one. And how can you test this? So I have a test here, a Unit 5 test. I start the application context, and I cannot inject the bin context directly as a method parameter or a list of this particular class, but I can inject bin context via field injection here. And then I can call the method and say, give me like a list of bins of this particular type. And this list is not going to be empty because there are going to be many. And we can assert basically that this thing is not empty. So we are able to load them successfully. So that's it. Pretty simple video. Each property pretty useful to load collections of data from configuration. Thanks a lot for watching.